What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Here we have a matchup playing Zekun, great content creator in the San Diego area. Films a lot of POV content. Watched a lot of his videos. Learned a lot. He's probably one of the best player of yellow cards in the nation. I don't know. Like he's really good at playing it now, and he's gotten some great results with it. Gone to nationals. Got a top 32, I believe, regional. So yeah, and he did it with an L. So yeah, today he's playing Belo. I won the dice roll. I'm going first. We had some conversations afterwards. I think it's probably better. He convinced me. It's probably better with Sugar to go second. But I won the dice roll this time. I'm going first. So we mull our hand. Wasn't what we wanted to see. Yeah, we're gonna start off. Look, hopefully we have a Sugar Searcher. We don't. We pass. He's going to tap 1 for Revolutionary HQ, which is a stage. It allows him to pitch a card and then search top 3 for a Revolutionary. He's going to grab a Belo Betty Searcher, then tap 1 to keep it out there, search top 5 for Revolutionary Army. And he's going to grab a Karasu, which is a very scary card, which I hate very much. Our hand's not great. We don't really have anything we can play. We have like a Giola, which is a 2K. We have a Baby 5. We could ramp 1 Dawn if we wanted to, but probably better to keep the 2K in hand. Belo Betty's a very aggressive deck. Leader effect, he can pitch 1 card, and all 3 evolutionaries and trigger cards get an extra 3,000 power, I believe. Here's where I think I make a mistake in just not knowing the matchup. I swing 5 into life. He triggers a Lindbergh, which is just awful because Lindbergh, when it's at 7,000 power, can pop a 3,000 powered character. I shouldn't have attacked. I shouldn't have attacked until my board was a little bit better. He is going to Revolutionary Stage and grab a Karasu and then just keep the Karasu out there. Our leader is now at 4,000 power. And I'm going to 10 layer Igloo plus 3 and then minus the Lindbergh by 2. So we are able to ramp a Dawn, survive that attack. But Karasu's out there are awful. We know he has at least 1 more. If we start chaining them, we can get our leader down to super low and then easily kill us. We are at 6 Dawn. We don't have a good play. I really don't know what to do here. I wish we had like a Rosie or something to play. A Rosie would be perfect. But we don't have it. He didn't show up to work today. We just have a bunch of 2Ks. We have like a Giola. If we play anything, it's going to get popped by the Lindbergh. So we're going to swing 7 in life. I didn't learn my lesson the first time about not swinging, so I get punished for it again. He triggers another Lindbergh. Yeah, and this is just quickly getting out of hand. We pass turn. It goes to his turn. He activates stage. He's going to grab an Ivankov. It's, I believe, a 4/6, which on play, maybe it's 4/5. On play, you give it 2 Dawn, or excuse me, if it's at 7,000 power, he can play another Rev from his hand. So that's what he does. He taps 4 and then gives 2 Dawn to it to power up to 7,000. Activates his effect. Plays a second Karasu. Even though he played that one, he's going to swing it, but not swing the other one. Doesn't really matter, but just yeah. So our leader is now going to be at 3,000 as soon as he attacks. Yeah, because the on play of 1 Karasu and then when attacking of another Karasu minus his leader by 1,000. So our leader's at 3,000. Very weak. We could trigger a Hell's Judgment here to make him return a Dawn. That's what I'm thinking about. He's at 6 Dawns, so we could make him return 1. But ultimately, I decide I'm probably going to need that Hell's Judgment in hand because we are getting attacked a lot. He swings 5 into the 3. I tap 2 for Hell's Judgment minus a Dawn. We're going to minus 3 to his Belo Betty and then minus 3 to one of his Lindberghs. And then we get ramp the Dawn back. He swings... his Lindbergh's at 8,000 power, I believe. He swings to 8. Oh, excuse me, 7. I'm actually not sure. But he swings a decent amount into it, and then maybe he didn't activate leader effect. Yeah, he swings 5 into it, and then swings 3, which is just disgusting because I forgot our leader was at 3. So he was able to easily get a 3,000 power swing in. So yeah, we were in a rough spot there. But he's at 1 card in hand, so if there's a way, we still don't have anything we can play because everything we play is just going to get popped by the Lindberghs. We swing 7 into the Karasu to kill it. He still has 1. And then we're just gonna pass with like 6 Dawn standing. We have a bunch of purple events. Not great. We have Hell's Judgment, we have Blast Breath, we have a Nora Beam Sword, and some 2Ks. And that Karasu's gonna minus us down to 4,000, so again making us just weaker, more vulnerable, more squishy. He taps rest stage, searches top 3. He's going to grab a koala, but decides maybe he doesn't want to grab a koala. Ends up grabbing. Well, he's thinking about grabbing a Karasu blocker, and that's what he settles on, is the Karasu blocker. He puts 2 Dawn on Eva to activate effect to play another Karasu. So our leader goes down to 4,000 power. As soon as the other Karasu attacks, he's going to go down to 3,000 power. He pitches a card to power up 3. He powers up the Karasu and I believe the 2 Lindberghs. He swings 8 into the 3. I'm asking him what the powers are each one. It's all 8s and then 1 7 with the Ivankov. Yeah, nothing we do is really great. We're just delaying the inevitable just with defensive events. We don't have anything we can play. So we take this. He swings 7. We take the 8. He swings 7. Now we're gonna Hell's Judgment. Turn of Dawn -3. Get 1. So now that the swing is 4 into 3, and then we give him a 2K. And we're minusing one of the Lindberghs. Well, actually, no, we don't do the 2K. We do Nora Beam Sword to go an extra 2. And then we're going to rest the Lindbergh that we did not lower the power down of. So we're able to get out of that attack and then rest one of his Lindberghs. So get out of one of those attacks. And then one of his other Lindberghs is back down to 5,000 power. But he still has a decent amount of standing Dawn. So he puts 2 Dawn on it. So this is going to be a 7K swing. We tap 1 for Blast Breath, Return of Dawn, go +4 for the battle. And then, so that's 7 into 3, so we go +4. We have to give him a 2K as well. And then he swings a big number 9 into life, and then we take. So now we return so many Dawn with events, even the fact that we ramped, we are at 8 Dawn. Yeah, we're not in a great spot. He has, again... No, he has no cards in hand, so any attack we swing will go through. We're going to swing 5 into the Karasu. And then we're going to play 2 Violet blockers. Here's where I think I make a mistake as well in just not reading the cards, because Lindbergh pops to 3,000 power, where Violet is 4,000 power. So Violets are above the threshold unless he lowers them. We tap 6 in totality for 2 Violets, and we have 2 Dawn standing. I'm under the impression that one of these is getting popped by the Lindbergh. We're going to be able to block once, but Lindbergh at 7,000 power will pop one of the others. But technically, I think that's wrong, because Lindbergh pops at 3,000 power and Violet's at 4,000 power. He does the stage and grabs this 4th Karasu, so we're absolutely cooked. He puts 2 on Eva to play the Karasu out. Now our leader is going to be again a 3,000 power leader. And he's going to swing, this is 8, I believe, into the 3. We give him the blocker. We can get a purple event back. We'll grab the blast breath. He swings a big number with Lindbergh. He swings 7 to Lindbergh and pops the Viola. Again, I think this is a mistake, but it's not going to make any much of a difference. We're cooked. We're going to be able to grab a purple event. I'm thinking whether it's even worth it to grab a purple event because like we can only activate 1, but sure, why not? Let's return a Dawn, and we're going to grab a Hell's Judgment. And then now he's going... I mean, we're cooked. We can get out of maybe 1 attack. We tap 2 for Hell's Judgment for the Lindbergh swing. And we minus that down 3. And we're going to minus the other Lindbergh down 3. And then we get the 2K. That was the swing that popped the blocker. So we still needed to resolve that. His Lindbergh is down to 3,000 power. And now he's going to swing, I believe this is 7 into life. We can tap 1 for a blast breath. And so we're completely tapped out of Dawn. Now the floodgates are open. He swings 5 with the Lindbergh, and he gets it. So, yeah, I mean, this was just an absolute disaster class for us. We didn't have anything we could play that was good. He saw 4 Karasus. He only played 3. But I think he played a 4, actually. But yeah, this was just like everything went pretty well for him, and everything went pretty poorly for us. Not much more we could do. Credit to my opponent. Again, a really strong opponent, really good player. And yeah, we didn't see the cards. It didn't go our way. That happens. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments any more tips or anything I could have done differently. I think some of the things, I mean, obviously talking with him, I think going second is probably the move for Sugar rather than going first. The reason I like going first was because I could play the Sugar Searcher on Dawn 1 Dawn turn and then search with it on the 3 Dawn turn and keep 2 up for an event. But I think just going second is probably better. Another thing too is against Belo Betty, probably just not going to swing. Probably not going to swing until my board's established because they triggered. He triggered 2 Lindberghs. There's other things he could have triggered too that could be just as awful. So yeah, probably not going to swing until I get my board a little bit more established. Thanks to Zeke Kuhn, he gave me. I mean, we talked a lot about it afterwards. Gave me some good tips, so appreciate him. Check him out for sure. Again, at Zeke Kuhn on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.